I'm sitting in the rocking chair in the corner of my son's room. In the opposite corner, there is a man-shaped silhouette, head cocked at an angle, staring at me with 3 yellow eyes. 2 of them are right where a human's eyes should be, but there is one settled about where I think the thing's forehead is. They glow softly, just like my son had explained. Ever since it entered the room, there is a ringing in my ear. Not especially painful, but irritating in a way that puts you slightly on edge. You'd know this damn thing was in here, even if you didn't see it. It isn't moving right now, but occasionally it will. And I'm not sure how to describe it. It blinks in and out, I guess. It blinks and the head is turned at the opposite angle, as dogs sometimes do when you talk to them. My son has talked about the man with 3 yellow eyes since he was able to form a coherent sentence. Every 4 or 5 nights, he would wake up, crying out for us, and one or both of us would head to his room to see what was wrong. We always turned on to the hallway light to illuminate our way into his room, since the floor was often a minefield of scattered toys placed in such a way to puncture the foot of a groggy adult. He would tell us the man with 3 yellow eyes was in his room, watching him. He never mentions him trying to hurt him, talk to him, or touch him. It just watches him. Complaints of a headache often come along with these weekly events. We give him some ibuprofen, soothe him until he is calm, and down he goes. In the morning he will recount the events again, but by mid-morning, all concerns of the man with 3 yellow eyes seem to fade away. At age 3, our son was still having his weekly occurrences of the man with 3 yellow eyes. It was summer break, and my wife, a school teacher, mentioned that she wanted to go visit her parents in another state, and I recommended it. It would give me a great chance to get a few things on the endless list of things to do knocked off. The thought also entered my mind that this may be the best chance for me to spend the night in my son's room and see if there was an environmental factor creating the illusion of the yellow-eyed intruder. I can still remember as a child that the silhouette of my jacket hanging on the door looked like a gremlin hanging from the hook. Other times the settling of our old house would produce a noise I was sure could only be caused by some ancient beast in the attic. We all grew up with our boogeyman, and I was determined to see what caused my son's confusion. Earlier this evening, after my wife and son departed for her parents, I performed my usual bedtime routine. Checked the door locks, quick microwave dinner, brushed my teeth, pajamas, and then off to bed. I shut off the light and stretched out in my son's twin-sized bed. As I hadn't slept in a twin since I was a child myself, there was some adjusting to be done before I was able to comfortably settle in. Glancing around the room, I didn't immediately notice anything that could be mistaken for the man with 3 yellow eyes. For nearly an hour, I looked around and continued to fail to find a culprit. Around 11 p.m., I began to noticeably begin drifting off to sleep, when suddenly in front of me, 3 yellow dots appeared in my field of vision. With a shock, I jolted up in the bed and the 3 yellow dots disappeared. For a few minutes I sat breathing heavily and laughing internally for letting myself get wrapped up in this boogeyman hunt. After I had calmed back down, I put my head back on the pillow and the 3 yellow dots slowly reappeared. Without the fog of sleep, I could see that the security light at the back of the house was able to make its way through 3 holes in the window blinds. There was a privacy hedge outside my son's window that blocked almost all of the light except for this small area. I began congratulating myself for solving the mystery so quickly. It must be some nocturnal animal that sets off the security light once or twice a week, and my son wakes up to 3 penholes of light, and in his sleepy haze, thinks there is a mysterious creature watching him sleep. Feeling proud of myself for solving the mystery, I grab my phone off of his nightstand and get out of bed to head to my bedroom. No need to spend the rest of the night curled up in a twin bed when a comfortable king-size mattress awaits me. As I turned around to walk to the door, I could see a black silhouette shaped like a man blocking the exit. I froze in place, and as I came to a stop, that is when 3 yellow slits slowly opened and looked in my direction. After shaking my frozen posture, I yelled and began to charge in its direction, but stumbled backwards when it began moving towards me at the same speed. At the same time, a ringing started in my ears. I stumbled backwards onto a chair in the corner, and as I fell onto the chair, I saw the thing blink away and then into the opposite corner. I am not sure how long I initially sat frozen in the chair, but the creature just stared. Occasionally blinked in place, moving the position of its head. Eventually, I began to inch out of the chair, but it would blink back into the doorway. If I eased back into the chair, it would again blink back to the opposite corner and continue the motionless gaze. A few times I've tried to make a call to emergency services on my phone, but all I can hear is white noise on the other line. So again, here I sit in this chair, looking back at this thing, this man with 3 yellow eyes. I've spoken to it, but when it opens its mouth, it emits the same soft yellow glow and a series of clicking noises. It hasn't tried to hurt me and only moves to the door when I try to get up. I have no clue what to do. My phone will probably die soon, and sharing this is the only thing I can think of to try. I am not even sure this will get out. The man with 3 yellow eyes is still blinking in and out, but now when he blinks back, he is a little closer every time. I am going to make a break for it soon, since I don't have any other options, but I'm sure it won't work. If a child in your family tells you there is a man with 3 yellow eyes watching them sleep, then please listen. It is here now looking at me and inching closer, so I guess it doesn't follow the kid that sees them. So get them away and don't look back. And for God's sake, don't go sleep in the room where they have been seen. Thank you for tuning in to the classes of Dr. Dark. If you haven't done this already, do give this video a like and share your thoughts in the comment section below if you enjoyed the story along the way. If you are into such scary story narrations, then do not forget to subscribe to my channel and turn on all post notifications on your way out. Do reach out to me on my social media handles and do tag me as well if you share this video with your friends. Lastly, if you enjoyed my style of storytelling and want me to narrate your own scary stories, then do send them to me via email, or you can submit them on my subreddit. You will find all the details in the video description below. With this, until next time, class dismissed.